Okay, this is the last call for the walkthrough, so if you would come into the arena at this time, they'll take you around, show you the order of the obstacles, let you get a little bit mentally set for this thing.
Our judge today is Chad Flock from Bismarck. The very first thing you're going to need to do when you come in the south gate here is you're going to need to go through the timers. That's going to start your time. So you're going to come through the timers, and then you're going to do a trot lap. Trot lap will be around these center 3 obstacles. So our first actual arena obstacle is going to be your cast leg drag. You're going to come up to the fence, you're going to grab the rope, you're going to drag it around this large hole. Okay? Your 3-step series, boom, boom, boom. Okay? When you're done with the 3 jumps, the next obstacle is this water obstacle right here. Ooh. And the idea is to just go straight on through it. The next obstacle that you go to the water obstacle is the back through, and you back through just like Scott's going. This is the beginning, and that's the end. Okay? So you got this back through. Okay, the following obstacle is the clothesline, and the idea is to grab the pair of jeans out of the basket and hang them on one of the hooks. It just has to be at least a 360. You go in facing south. If you which direction would you need to go? After that, we're going over to the PVC circle. So if you want to exit out this side of the box after you do just the 360, you're headed this direction. And the idea is to enter only in this area. Don't blow through the sides. This is your entrance. So you can go left or right, depending on how you go. North, facing north. Just like Scott walked.
All right, Carlin is on Dakota. Dakota's an 18-year-old. This is Carla's horsepower at home. He's used to pull just about everything. He'll pull a manure spreader. He'll pull some heavy wooden posts and hay bales. He's competed in pleasure. He's competed in barrels. He's been in some ranch horse competition. And, of course, the obstacle challenge. She just calls him a good old boy, and he is a good old boy with a whole bunch of birdie to him. You know, I can see where he can pull the logs and a few other obstacles around the yard. This guy's got some quarters on him.
Laundry!
Again, we'll remind everybody that we've got 10 obstacles. Now, one of those obstacles is the horsemanship. leadership part of it, and that's in that trot lap. There are 10 obstacles. They have 5 minutes. 5 minutes to complete those obstacles. Like I said, he takes up a lot of space. Not be calling him a good old boy, he's just a good boy. Tell you what, it ain't. Okay, Carrie is riding Woodrow. Woodrow's a 19-year-old. Okay, he was in his early years, he served as a breeding stud. His registered name is Never So Shiny. He's just a good, great all-around horse. And they won a couple all-around awards on him. This is Woody. That back through. All right, Terry and Woody. Sterling is a Dakota 50-50 horse, and he did compete as a 2-year-old. He's kind of an old soul in the young body, and he's become one of the main lesson horses. Sterling loves being in the yard playing with the dogs and the babies. If you came into their yard over the course of the last couple of years and you saw this oversized dog trotting around looking for somebody to pet him, that was Sterling. Sterling says, I gave you 2 without a balk. Do you expect them all? Again, when you take a look at horses and age-wise, we often start riding horses at 2-year-olds. And really a 2-year-old horse is a preteen. They're still babies. The mind, the body, and everything still has a long ways to go. And a horse probably reaches their maturity, or think we're going to call it 21, a 24-year-old and mature. In a horse, that's going to be around 5, 6, 7. So when we're looking at a 4-year-old, we're still looking at a teenager. Again, there we're talking about you're not only asking a horse to back up, you're asking them basically change direction in that backup. Two minutes. Always like watching a horse when they drop their head like that. When they drop their head like that, it's like when you're trying to get a horse to enter a trailer. If they don't drop their head, you're probably going to have a tough time getting them in the trailer. They're checking things out when they drop that head like that. Seconds. Yeah, I think we're going to give Sterling, score him about 25 and give him 55 on a little extra ride there. time. All right, Joni and Sterling. Give you an idea of how difficult this course is. Okay, Lindsay is riding Sniper. Sniper's a 5-year-old. Sniper's been Lindsay's main mount for quite a few years now. He says many years, it just doesn't seem like it's been that long. He's just a nice little athlete. Does no matter what, tries to, no matter what Lindsay asks him. He's been in the open class, he's been in games, whatever. He's really become a nice little barrel racer. We use him in their lesson program. He works cows. He just appreciates everybody appreciates his work ethic. And I'm going to do a little extra bragging here. I hope he doesn't screw me up when I do this. But he comes from one of my favorite mares, a girl that I'm riding at home even today. So that's Lindsay and Sniper. That was the Shots Crossroads Travel Center Jump Series. Then the Agritech Water Obstacle. And then we've got the Rising Sun Enterprises back through.
Laundry!
Break the timer, then we'll do a trot lap. After that trot lap, we move to the, well, I guess I'll wait till she gets there so I can go to kids gentle drag. We have this year actual optional sponsors. We really want to thank those. Okay, Mary's going to pull that calf sled up around that cone and then return it to its point board.
That looks like a Harley Davidson.
No, I said he's a cow that had to birth that calf. I'll tell
You
you
should have
that.
put a jacket on it because it was cold. Me and Jersey have 1.1. No, I have 1.2 because we should each have. Oh, okay. Oh, she's going through the water. She is. Wow. I'd trot through that. I'd go as fast as I could through that. Yeah. Oh, jeez, I don't want to do it land on stickers again. He's like, just wait. Wait.
Well, the back through is sponsored by Rising Sun Enterprises. Agritech sponsored the
You're good.
water
Okay, do
obstacle.
where I do it. So don't get any stickers. Well, my butt landed on
Now, here's an interesting thing about watching a horse back up. The difference between a horse and a mule is that a horse cannot see with their hind feet. And that's 2 minutes. 2 minutes left in the obstacle. 2 minutes. A horse cannot see where their hind feet plant. Mules can. A little interesting fact. If any of you have ever been to the Grand Canyon or seen pictures of the Grand Canyon when they make that trip down through there, they're using mules simply because the horses or the equine has to take the outside path if they meet someone. This is something that, there's a lot of lions and tigers in the bottom of that pit. They do at least a 360 and then come out of there. Mary with a real nice job there with Tommy. That clothesline was sponsored by Fast Lane Car Wash. The PVC pipe is sponsored by Superior Auto. Mary's working to keep that pipe in contact with the one barrel. She goes all the way around and sets it down. Little 5-year-old doing a real nice job for Mary.
Noodle, rib tickler.
That log obstacle course, they can go through it any way they want, right or left, just get through it.
Oh, she's doing it. Rib tickler's Yep. It says, oh, you have to go like that. Oh,
And time.
Oh, she's so kind. Well, she made it
Nice job.
freaked Casper out on Western Pleasure.
Okay, we're working. As I said, Faith is riding an 8-year-old, smoking guns, snowflake. We start out with a trot lap. And we'll go to calf sled drag. Incidentally, we do want to mention that we have sponsors for, well, in particular obstacle, calf sled drag. That is sponsored by Dakota Kids Dental. Little obstacle and the bridge, all to be completed in less than 5 minutes. If you take a look at the basic psychology, you're getting all kinds of garbage like this from me all day long. You take a look at the basic psychology of a horse, they are a trained animal. So every reaction they have is predicated on that. Somebody or something is attacking them. We have 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes, Faith.
It looks like the top. Yeah, it looks like the top. I still like it over there. Whatever you want. Here's for you.
Now, how's that for interesting? You recall the times of lions and tigers and bears and other stuff? Yeah, and that hanging thing doesn't bother him a bit. Seconds left. And time. sponsor that back through. Agritech is the water obstacle. The clothesline is sponsored by Bass Lane Car Wash. Superior Auto, will sponsor PVC Circle. Shots Crossroads Travel Center. They sponsor the Jump Series. And then Western Agency, they have the turnaround box. Like I said, a whole lot of trust. Everything at bears and tigers and lions. 2 minutes, Haley, 2 minutes. You know, if you look at horses, like say you go out in the Badlands, you run into a wild horse herd out there. One of the things a horse will avoid, if at all possible, is backing up. They will turn around in the weirdest doggone positions just so they don't have to back up. Just one lion and tiger after another. He says, you know, I didn't get to be 20 years old by putting myself in dangerous situations. We've got 30 seconds left, Haley. 30 seconds left. Time. All right. Now, Teal is riding Zip. Zip's a 13-year-old. Zip joined the family last summer, and he's really been enjoyable at the fun nights here at the Minot Trail Riders with the kids. And today, well, today Mama's taking him over. I think Zip has taken the approach that discretion is the better part of valor. Okay, after the jump series, we'll head to that water obstacle. The Agritech. I think we're seeing that this year's obstacle course has some new obstacles, some different obstacles. And we're seeing a little more, as you see, a few more lions and tigers than what they're usually encountering. And remember, only 5 minutes to complete the 10 obstacles. They're asked to do here. They're asked to back up and turn around. They're going to turn as they back, not turn around, excuse me, but just 2 minutes. Go here. 2 minutes, Teal. You watch the horse and you watch that head come down as he's looking at it, just trying to figure out what the heck it is. daughter's little POA, and he's been a walk trot pony. Pretty much been a walk trot pony his whole life and kind of enjoys doing it. These little POAs, they don't realize at all, they don't consider themselves to be, well, they consider themselves to be exactly what they are. A little bit smaller version of a horse, and they'll step right up with a horse in any situation. Again, the Minot Trail Riders will be having a range horse competition. That's on September 7th. And the cost on that is $20 a class or $50 for all three. We've got some added prize at the Minot Trail Riders Arena. We are videotaping this entire competition. And because we're videotaping that, there are some restrictions on having some music coming out over the top with YouTube and a few other things. So that's the reason that you're having to put up with me talking maybe a little bit more and a little bit less of Garth Brooks and Brent Hill. But we'll get that between events. We really do have to keep mentioning our sponsors because they contribute so much to this. Right now we're looking to go through that Rising Sun Enterprises back through. Lindy, 2 minutes. That's the Fast Lane Car Wash clothesline. You get 30 seconds, Lindy. You get 30 seconds.
I think he's terrified now.
Simon says there's a lot of this stuff that isn't in walk trot. What are you doing to me? Okay, Karen is riding. Buckley. All right. Buckley's a 7-year-old. Now, Buckley was unhandled up until he was about 5.5 years old. Right now, he's got about a year of riding under him. Now, Karen and Buckley have placed 6th and 4th this year at Minot Trail riding. Yesterday was his first time jumping with, well, they're hoping to continue on with him. So, Buckley kind of a novice to this whole thing.